You know what's going down? Kuba sexy kitchen stuff. Here we go. Muscle burning stir fry. This is part 2 to actual kitchen tutorials. Again, we've got my utensils back. So, part one. Tefal, get a pan. Non-stick, solid. So, 2-in-1 you see, because I don't just have to do that for me. Another muscle building stir fry is for Meg. Fortunately enough, she has actually the same meal, so I will make 2. So, step 1, get a good pan. Step 2, get the rice weighed out. So, my portion of rice is actually 150 grams of raw weight, which equates to almost 500 grams cooked. So, that is my rice. If you want to see a good tutorial on rice, you go and see Meg. But anyways, guys, what I like to do is I like to get my rice first. I like to get a tiny little bit of oil on the pan. But the reason being, I'm not going to keep the oil in the pan. The oil just makes it nice and moist, and what I do then after is, this is a tip number 1, which will help you in complete game changer in your cooking. You will never ever actually use 1-cal spray ever again, in my opinion. So, you get the oil in the pan, make sure it gets nice and warm. The pan was already warm, by the way, but yes. Once you get the oil in the pan, just smidge the actual pan with the oil, and as you can see, there's nothing left on there. But what it actually means is, this doesn't allow the food to actually stick to it as much, whereas with the 1-cal spray, it often just burns your food. It's terrible. Whereas if you use a little bit of oil, let it get warm, stir it around in the pan, obviously take the oil off so there's not going to be anything left over, and then you actually put the contents in the pan first. So first move, I actually seasoned this pretty well with pink Himalayan salt, onion salt, Sainsbury's special, Kuba 10% off, garlic, and that is pretty much it, guys. What we actually use in the rice, Meg, when she cooks it, she used a little bit of turmeric. So she used a little bit of turmeric, and then what I do, obviously NutriFast, the company that actually sponsors our food, the chef actually specially made prawns. He actually buys fresh prawns and cooks them up for us, and then we've got smoked salmon. So my meal actually has 100 grams of prawns, 100 grams of salmon. What I do, I actually get a scissors, I cut the salmon up, I cut my green veg up, just to make sure it's nice and fine, so it stirs in with the stir fry. So the content's going in first, which is the rice. The rice is already seasoned. I normally have around 2 grams of salt to 3 grams of salt per meal, so there is plenty of salt in there, and garlic and onion salt, so make sure that the rice gets nice and golden. So we use the Thai jasmine sticky rice, which actually makes it quite sticky, so you have to almost cut it up with a utensil. Then once that is actually stirred up, what we actually add is the Kiko Man, low soy. That is excellent. A little bit of flavour. You only add a tiny little bit. You don't actually need much soy to make it tasty. Only need a little bit. If you want to get extra fruity, this is another speciality from our sponsors. They actually make homemade salsa, which is amazing. If you do rice dishes, you want to be adding this bad boy on. So I actually add a little bit on top. And again, that's just tomatoes, peppers, cucumber. It actually tastes amazing in your stir fries. So, if you do make a muscle builder stir fry, this actually makes it 15 times more anabolic. It's almost like taking Tren. Do you want to see flick of the wrist? Bad boy. I should have been a chef. This absolute beauties. Carl stood there dribbling. He's absolutely dribbling.
It does look good.
You're not having it. Hey, oh, why have we got strangers knocking on the windows? Carl, get that quickly. There's strange people knocking on the windows. Mate, we're gonna have to move location. This is weird. Good job I've got dogs. Quick little tip as well, guys. If you struggle with your pans, you actually want to wash them when they are scorching hot. It actually comes off straight away. See that? Get you a man that can do both. So, 5 minutes in, job done. Mussel burger stir fry. And I think I'm gonna have some fake away pizza sauce on it. It actually tastes really good, mate. There's nothing in it. So, bad boy. It's ready to go, guys. Mussel building stir fries.